jacket like this that was designed in 1937, and here we are talking about it in 2022. My name's Gary Aspden. I work as a brand consultant across marketing, communications, curation and design.
I am Daiki Suzuki. Originally I came from Japan, but I lived in New York long enough, and I've been doing my brand called Engineered Garments for 20-some years. And now I got a new project to work on the Baracuta as a creative director.
Baracuta was originally started around 1912 in Manchester by the Miller family. They were making rainwear, and in about 1937 they developed a jacket called a G9. They created the jacket because they joined a local golf club in Manchester. The whole idea of the length of the jacket was so that they could get a better swing when they were playing golf. Pockets were designed so you could put golf balls in them. Everything about the G9 and the philosophy of the G9 was all rooted in function.
The G9 is so perfect, like one of the masterpieces, because it's got everything. You know, all those like knit cuff, knit bottom, and a dog ear colors like this. It's really cool. It goes all the way top, really cool. And you know, lining shows up a little bit. This is like the typical Fraser pattern, the tighten part. Very cool. Zipper, easy to open front, and a pocket with a flap with button. And all those like umbrella yoke of the G9, famous. This is a really, has a really good ventilation. Yeah, the perfect wear for the playing golf work.
At the golf club they met a guy who was from the British aristocracy, whose family had a tartan called the Fraser tartan, which he allowed them to use for the linings of their jackets, which at the time would have really premiumised the jacket. That jacket went on to become iconic. In the history of menswear, Baracuta, it's one of those brands that has created a product that has become a benchmark. Frank Sinatra, James Dean, Elvis Presley, Steve McQueen. I mean, it's just such an incredible group of people that picked up on the jacket and wore the jacket and adopted the jacket and reappropriated the jacket. 1964, Ryan O'Neill wears the G9 jacket in Peyton Place. His character is called Rodney Harrington, and so the jacket takes on this name of the Harrington jacket. Mod was the first British youth culture really to adopt the Baracuta jacket. To skinhead, to suede head, punk rock, to the mod revival in the early 80s. They were all essentially working class cultures who were seeing these items, seeing this as an aspirational item.
Before G9, there's a few like short jackets, more like a military jacket, but it's not that popular. But G9 changed everything. And after G9 came out, everybody in the industry, there's so many like affected product, affected companies, you know, they basically try to copy G9. So I think it's really one of the masterpieces, in my opinion.
You know, WP have been working with heritage brands for 3 decades before they acquired Baracuta. So they clearly understand heritage and understand the value of heritage. I was fascinated to come here and take a look around. It's pretty clear from seeing the archive, the philosophy of WP is supported by their actions. The fact that you've got a dedicated archive and dedicated archivists who are out there seeking these things out and finding them, understanding the value of these products, it's like seeing the philosophy in action. You know, there's like 80,000 pieces in here. What I love about the archive is that it's a living archive. WP are out constantly sourcing new products to keep refreshing it and keep moving it forward. I think it's incredible that WP are going to offer this as a resource for designers to be able to come and borrow and take ideas and inspiration from.
The archive this is amazing. This is not just a WP's, the asset, but this is a great, precious asset for everybody in the industry.
Products like this will continue to endure, but not only will they continue to endure, I think they're almost taking on greater value now, because I think a lot of young people buy into heritage products and heritage brands almost as a way of a reaction against fast fashion. There are certain brands who make certain products that have that weight and gravitas to be able to appeal to generation after generation. There's definitely a connection between heritage products and sustainability. People like WP have been pushing an agenda of heritage products for some time now, and certainly the design of those products, it's classic design, it's got a proven track record of endurance. If you're talking about a jacket like this that was designed in 1937, and here we are talking about it in 2022, it kind of tells you that you can buy a jacket like this, put it in your wardrobe, and it's still going to carry its cachet and it's still going to have the same resonance in another 15 or 20 years time. So there are some brands that are fortunate enough to have those design classics within their history and their archives, and I think that what WP have been doing by pushing that heritage agenda, that's definitely sits well with the idea of people buying right and consuming less.